slipped in it one morning.
I can remember that old teapot up there that would sit there for a few days.
Yeah, we ought to be camcording this.
Yeah. Well, then, you know, the thing that happened, you know, you hate to say how much calcium would be on the bottom of that thing before it started to leak through, you know. Yeah. We never carry it down, but we always waited for Mom. I'd go upstairs and make beds, and then she'd
get up there and you take the lid off there.
Then you look at the bed at night, you always had to check and see if it was there. And you look there and Ma, she'd empty it and rinse it out, you know, and pretty soon, you know, you'd carry it upstairs and your hand would go squeak, 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 you know. And it was always in my bedroom there, you know.
And the wall was splattered. Bleached.
But I was a squatter, I didn't think, you know, I didn't think I could aim very good, so, you know, I was a squatter.
We heard Donnie
What's that?
talking down at the hospital there, and he was saying, well, Helen says to Donnie, she says, yeah, Mom had a hard time training you. And he said, well, he says, that outhouse was almost impossible or something like that. And then he said, well, what I like to do is go out in the barn with Dewey and Bruce, and so you can shoot the farthest.
Yeah, we used to go between the cracks in the barn, out from the top of the old side there. But you had to have good aim because sometimes come back.
Get your hands washed too while you're at it.
But I always remember.
It is deteriorating.
I always remember the fight you and Dewey had out in the barn.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Oh, yeah, I remember that too. That was a mother and daughter banquet.
I came in the house, got Mom was getting ready to go someplace. Yeah.
Mother and daughter banquet.
Oh, came outside there and
Called
was it
Dad.
you or Dewey? Dewey, I think it was. Slapped or stomped his foot up in the pee and splattered up on Mom.
Oh!
And then he headed back into the boonies.
Oh, I remember that too.
Remember Dad?
He had to
came
come back
home.
up for hours.
Yeah, and he didn't do anything.
No.
Calling home from work, didn't he?
He was mad because he got called home from work, and he didn't even do anything to the boys.
Well, there was a pitchfork involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dewey had
Threats.
I called Dad.
Did ya? Because that really, you know, that really
Oh,
could
we
have
had
turned out to be
what,
very,
high
very
school?
bad.
Almost.
I heard that story. I was sitting there waiting. What is this family? You know, why are they coming? And they came, a couple, I don't know who else, came in and told me the story. Here I'm hearing this awful story, barnyard story. You know, there at this lovely mother and daughter banquet.
Hey, there used to be a lot of fight, a lot of words said out in the barn while we were doing chores. Usually they were settled, or we just got tired of yelling at one another. They'd come to the house, but I can remember there be doing chores and you're yelling back, well, yeah, I'd like to see you make me
Come on over here.
Dewey and I had a lot of fights where
Oh yeah.
he would always threaten, Bruce, I can beat you with one arm.
Oh,
So we'd go at it. I almost always could get a headlock on him and he couldn't get out of it. So he had to go to 2 arms. And I'd always make sure he couldn't forget that. Yeah, it took 2 arms to get out of my headlock. Well, what happened again? We had a lot of those fights up in the haymow. I remember getting down and get dirt in his mouth with the chaff, and that would make him mad, so he'd go to 2 arms.
You wonder, you know, during that time, you think, I wonder if we'll ever be friends, ever, you know. Boy, you just wait it out. I used to say that Bruce was so nice.
Boy, all you gotta do is listen to his stories.
Was it Bruce that someone took up in there and he fell down between everybody else? Was it Vernon that discovered about that, how he fell down in between?
And they want to leave him there for
No, then she realized she had him out there and went back and found him down in there.
Oh.
I remember Joel falling through the patient. Laying around up there. Put down there in the cement manger, there's Joel. Flat on his back, the wind knocked out of him. It was funny that concussion. Forgot where he was at and backed into the hole.
Yeah, that thing about the pop, I thought it was weird.
Mine's with Joel.
Joel said, yeah, come on. He said, come on, don't tell the kids that you can't have some, you know. So he drinks her up, you know, and all of a sudden he hits, clears the door, and, hey, you guys, Uncle Larry's got pop in the
I'll always remember those. It was just, it might have been the week before or just days before. He came here and of course he had braces and everything. And Mom gave him some jam. He says, "Thanks for the gram, Jamma." I said, "Those braces do more than straighten teeth, don't they?"
Yeah, I saw him a couple times that summer when I was working up at the county.
Does, he goes nuts.
And, we're the only someplace that we can, I was supposed to house. Kid come right up on the house. I remember later that summer I saw him, he drive a red car.
I think it was just a week before that, he rode his bike all the way up to our house.
Yeah, he did it a couple times. He'd stop here on the way home early in the morning. Where are you going? Oh, I was going back to the medic. Going home.
And I said, "Oh, put it in there, we'll take you home," but he wouldn't do it.
Right.
But Berta wouldn't drag me down, but then, wasn't too long after that, I think.
Larry?
That was a long bike ride.
Oh,
Very
I think he was gonna
be a good athlete. He was, what, 8? He could
yeah, did you see the, on the table
Baseball,
there?
there's a baseball.
Oh,
He used to tell me how many seconds it takes.
It's lots, ain't it?
Yards and stuff like that.
So she's gonna be over here for 2 weeks.
You go up to John's
Okay.
garden house.
Yep.
Radio's going.
All right.
Especially
You
basketball.
ready to go, Ms. Brookie?
Yeah.
Where's your phone?
Well, she hasn't got herself to sleep yet. She's been rocking. Oh, yeah.
I can remember wanting to help her.
Well, you drove tractors,
I
right?
like to work outside.
Drove
and
tractor,
I
we did
could-
everything.
I
was
went over-
mechanical.
I went over to Squires to get a drag once on that John Deere A, the big one.
Is that actually the name of this VHS?
And,
Is that what they call?
hooked it
Oh,
up,
Hitachi.
came
Oh,
back.
I see.
And
Okay.
went to
Same as us.
Top there, and we used to go out there with a stick, and you crack the door open just enough to reach in there with your hand, and you poke it up into the nest, and it'd run like everything for the house. You used to go out there buzzing around, and you wait for them to go back in, and you go back in again.
Sounds like something.
In the outhouse?
No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I hated that.
Oh,
I hated the outhouse, it was always
I hated it.
I hated the part where you had to go with the stick and knock the top off.
Well, I know it freeze right up.
You wonder, well, who was the last one to let it get that high?
I always wondered about that.
You take the old stick and you go, place it against
Yeah.
the hole, and top of the hole.
That's true. When it get piled up. And then what do? Move the outhouse?
No.
Just told you one another. No, it's gotta, it's gotta get full for the years. Yeah, Dad, don't you remember Dad going out there and,
No,
oh,
I
that
remember
was
that.
so gross.
I do
He'd
remember,
open up the bag.
Oh, no.
I do remember the tin on the back finally being eaten away. It was a big sheet metal.
Yeah, well, that's what it was back there for, so he could open. Well, where did he take it?
On the strawberries.
We had the best. I remember you doing that.
Who was here when-
Took it.
who was
You
here
were
when-
Dad dumped the outhouse.
Who was here when we moved to the outhouse?
What do you mean, where did he dump?
Fertilizer wise.
When we make coffee.
I think he did too. I think he just mixed it in with the other. He had the, you know,
They are.
the manure spreader on there.
Pulled the manure spreader up there and did it.
I remember the day we moved it down to Lee's. I don't know who was here. I remember we loaded it on a wagon or something, tipped it over on the
What
wagon.
if he liked the door as well as we did?
I don't know, did he ever use it? Did he ever give up his own?
I don't know.
That was,
His was nicer than ours anyway.
I always remember Verna saving the door for Don. Betty didn't think so nice.
Oh,
Remember that?
no. Where is it now?
Oh, I don't know.
I
but-
think it's up there. Oh, because he wrote so many things
Yeah,
on.
she-
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
Was it Don that was a little peeved that, because he wasn't too proud of some of the things he wrote?
Well, he was the artist.
I can remember when the kids, some of the kids would get in there, and you know, the moons, and you'd give them just a certain length of time, then you'd throw some water through the moons.
Oh, that, you know, you read them over and over. Please let all large ones down with a rope.
I failed to amuse. Oh, my.
I remember that.
And we used to write on outhouse walls, I forget how it went. But yeah, I could sit there and you'd probably read the whole door before you left it.
Oh, yeah.
things right now.
I do remember the one, yeah, please let all large ones down with the rope, that was yours.
What was it?
Please let all large ones down with the rope.
I just said that. Well, some rhyme.
Yeah, there was one there, something about we didn't write on out how small, or some, how'd it go?
I don't, that was probably later.
We never,
Some of them were not.
they're all from
Right,
your
there's one that
generation,
I
cause
know, but I wouldn't say it.
the last, us boys, I don't think ever,
Yes, I
never
don't
added
think
to
I
them.
wanted
I mean, why didn't anybody? You know, it was like, I mean, Don and those did it, and nobody added a
They were
thing
sacred.
after.
No, but the thing was, Mom and Dad never painted it off or did anything to it. It stayed. And some of them were.
Well, they were just sort of.
If
Really,
you
they
wanted
were
to-
kind of.
They wouldn't even be thought a thing of it nowadays.
No.
The one
Well,
that, if you want to, with these, place both hands upon your
Yes.
knees, place both thumbs upon
On
your
the chin.
chin, let up and
You know.
I didn't write it.
I forgot that.
Yeah.
You should write that down and send it to Don.
Yeah.
Oh, he does.
Betty wouldn't.
No, she doesn't. Her background just is.
She's not been on a farm for years and years and years.
Where is that? I want to get a picture of that door. That was,
Well, as far
Verna
as I
had
know, it was up at Verna's and it was kind of around the back of the shed or garage. or
out
something.
in the weather.
I don't know.
No, flowers.
Maybe it was in the.
It's only an auto store.
I know, but see, those rhymes could be lost forever.
Well, I always enjoyed the old catalog that was out there, especially when it always had snow on top of it.
Yeah, but you know what you did? You always went to the index pages,
Yeah,
cause they
'cause
were
it's
rough.
softer.
Yeah, they were rougher.
I thought they were softer. No,
Well, they
no,
were
no, you don't
shiny.
want them.
Yeah,
Oh,
shiny.
is that
They
it?
actually worked.
Yeah.
The old catalog.
Instead of smear.
No!
What do you use for?
Instead of toilet paper.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Then sometimes there was corn cobs.
Well, the glossy papers did nothing,
No.
you know, that's in the catalog. You just kind of,
You gotta move the
you
catalog
just
from
turned
the wall.
those.
You always turned it in.
And also that we didn't even have the toilet paper.
No, we never did.
Well, once in a while we would. You know,
Yeah,
it never
somebody
lasted
came and
long.
brought it.
I don't know. Not that I heard.
You don't ever remember having, oh.
I don't either.
And you remember, boy, no Kleenex either. And she would tear rags, you know,
Yeah.
corner, just
Snot.
square rags, yes, and
Snot
fold
rags.
them and put them in her handkerchief.
Well, we don't, that's the thing, is I saw Russ here today and I remember he saw me staring at his handkerchief. I haven't had a handkerchief since I left home. Mary thinks they're gross.
Handkerchief, she thinks they're gross?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Why,
And
save your
Kleenex.
nuggers.
I always have pockets full of Kleenex, but I thought, boy, last time I had a handkerchief like that.
Yeah.
How long's it been since I pulled one apart and had a snap and crack?
The good old days.
Russ doesn't. Russ doesn't. Yeah, I see him change them every day, and every time he changes his pants and
But-
off and on.
I've had some old habits rub off. I know Jen used to see me, if you're out in the barn and you got your hands all messed up, you just go.
No.
And I've seen her come back from running there, and I walked over and there's Jenny.
That's terrible, Bruce.
That's Dan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't, your hands would be all crud.
Dad always went.
Isn't that funny?
Oh, then he pitched it off. No, I never pitched it off. Yeah, I had to do it one side at a time.
Well, you know, how come it doesn't just end up on your lip?
You gotta be good at
I
it.
do have a big nose.
Shoot out pretty good. You tip over when you do it. There are times though where
Another risky
Get the
thing
rope
was
out, right?
when he would chew when you're in the car.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Wow, you could see it. It was all down the side
Yeah.
of the car.
And it-
Right down.
yeah, the wind would be back and it would
Right.
spray across your face.
Well, if you saw it coming, then you could duck.
Yeah, but yeah, he just, if you were watching, you'd see it coming because he'd always rear
Rear
back.
back.
Yeah.
You rear back. Yeah, it'll go maybe a foot, as soon as it hit the wind, and then it'll come back towards the car.
But Dad used to pick up George Ekus too, and he was good at spitting out and having it flying back. Do you remember that?
No.
I can remember hearing the girls especially complain, "You're gonna pick up George Ekus."
I remember Dad was talking about his dad having a brand new car. He just cleaned the windows and he picked up this old fella they knew. He didn't know the window was down or it was so clean. And he spit, it came all back and it was all over the door. How mad his dad was.
Remember children?
Yes, he used to have snuff.
Oh, yeah.
God
Swimming. He'd laugh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
He was gross.
All right, what'd you remember about Dora?
Stinky.
Theo.
I remember.
And banana cake.
Yeah.
And giving us
I
those
remember.
brown, long stockings.
And he taught me when I
Oh,
stayed
didn't you have to wear those cotton things?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Well, you know, you always had hopes for Christmas, you know, and you always hoped Dora didn't give you anything because it was long brown stockings. Donna, didn't you have to wear long brown stockings that Dora Hartgrove gave us?
Sure.
Remember those? Oh, they were ugly cotton long. They come clear up to your thigh. Oh, they were ugly.
I remember when I went down to stay with Dora and Tilda, they taught me a little verse.
You mean
When I come
we got
home, I
some
was in
Christmas
trouble
from
when I
time to
told
time,
her.
too.
Just for light
Well,
brown.
and that's
what
why
Dora
they
gave. They
were
were sort of
Oh, they were, oh, yeah, they were kind of raunchy.
I was just glad you did anything.
One thing I remember up at your house was when Doug was adding the addition, was how his dad would come down, and Walt Ely would come over, and they'd start to argue about how to do this. His dad in between. Well, I think we ought to do it this way. I don't remember what that finally
Oh,
said.
it was nice.
Well, they get going at a couple old guys there, and they're going at one another.
But were they actually doing any work or just?
No, I don't think they did much either one, but they both had an idea how it should be done, and Doug's out there working away. And
Bruce, someday you'll have to go around there and see what that place looks like.
oh,
You wouldn't believe it. It is so bad. The kid said, I wished we'd have bought it. Nancy's always wished they had, but
Leanne called
it
and says
is so
we just
bad.
couldn't home. She's at Adams.
Oh. Oh. We just left home.
Oh, Jeff,
he didn't take very good care of it either. That bowl right there is from one year we cut up corn fodder. We had a corn stalker, the big corn stalk like you see the Amish do. And we chopped it all up and blew it through that hole.
Oh, okay.
And I think it was supposed to be cattle feed, but they just didn't eat it. We used it for bedding. And it's a huge pile of there.
I should get you to do this, Bruce, because I can't even see. Now, where'd you walk at? Up there? Across the beam?
Yeah, some of those beams there, we'd scoot across the side there, hang on to one beam and then the other one. Scoot along the side of the barn wall or over to the uprights. To get at it, usually to get after a sparrow's nest.
Now, where's the rope? There's the rope.
Here it is. Oh, they got it looped over here now. Pretty much broken off, I think.
Yeah.
You stuff.
Now, where'd you get the sparrows? Right at the...
Right in that V there.
Okay, where the stuff is now?
Yeah, because you can see one, there's a nest sticking out of that V right there. Used to climb up, see there's footholds, one foothold, and you had to grab a hold of that and scoot up to that. When you stood on that and shinnied up to that and grabbed a hold of that X there and pulled yourself up to that. You kind of clung to it like a tree, like a tree, because there's nothing to hold on to. Reach in there and there's always nests. You can see a nest in there now. Starling's nest. These barn doors always
Creaked,
had
huh?
to brace. Yeah, you had to brace them. They'd swing open.
See if I can't get the door here. There's the ladder. Huh?
There's the platform we used to get on.
You and Linda?
Yeah.
Dewey?
It was always scary to get out on the platform because it was quite a ways out there to scoot out.
Still got some of that mesh in there.
Yeah, we put that up to keep the think it was to keep the pigeons out. I don't know if it ever
I
worked.
remember me and Joel used to throw stones at pigeons in here.
Yeah.
All of us, me and my brothers, probably Gary and
Oh, sure.
Dud and everybody, you know.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can stop this for a second.
This is where the old
That burning barrel, was that the old wood stove in the basement or something?
Yeah, I think that was the guts to the furnace, wood furnace.
And this is where the silo was, huh?
Yeah.
And the door to in.
Yeah, that was the door we put in to get into the silo area.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You had to duck down and you'd bust your head.
I remember that now.
The Amish came and took the silo.
Oh really?
Yeah, the Amish took it down and themselves and hauled it away and put it back up probably.
There's
That was the old milk parlor, or the shed, where the cooler, where the milk cans used to be.
That's one of the old grain.
That's a
Drill.
It's called a grain drill.
I should remember all this stuff. I don't. There's one of the apple trees. Huh?
That's the old manure spreader out back there.
Oh really?
One of them, yeah. Used to have a seat on it because it was designed for
Horse?
horses. Yeah.
Man, that's something else, isn't it? Well, let's go in here, Lana. This is where you guys had all your fights?
No, usually upstairs in the
Oh,
Now, you remember these old stanchions?
I remember this, yeah. Do the Amish still do this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Their barns are no modern than this. As you get older, the barn seems smaller.
Yeah, right.
Look at how it's shifted. Look at all these posts are leaning.
That's kind of looking at them. Yeah, they're in pretty good shape. Or just
Yeah,
the whole barn's pushed, huh?
Yeah, he's repaired the wall a couple times, but you can still see it's going. He repaired this wall. It looked like completely. And he did this one, but it's still coming in. I'd heard that unless you get that dirt away, it'll always heave.
Oh yeah, yeah, I would imagine.
So he's put some money into it, but I don't know if it's worth it.
There's a whole light fixture.
Yeah, there was this old barn door there. Slid on its track there. We had the cattle in here in the winter. Calves would be in here. By the time spring would come, the manure would be about this high. And we had a manger. Remember that manger that used to be right here?
Yeah, I think so.
The manger.
Yeah.
And by the time spring come, the manure would be so high they'd have to get on their knees to get down into the manger
Oh
to feed.
no.
They were so far over it.
What's this deal here? Feeder or milk or what?
That's something he must have brought in. I don't know what that would be for.
Nothing you guys had
No,
then, huh?
I don't recognize it. An old milk bucket though. I don't know if it was ours or not. I was looking to see if there was any old milking stools. But I imagine he already pitched all that stuff. He's put a lot of garbage down here. I don't think he ever had anything in here, but he
What are these?
some of the hit stuff he brought here. It's been more of a catch-all
For him, yeah.
anything else. Yeah, I don't know whatever happened to the old milking stools. They've been long gone, I guess.
Let me see if I can shut this for a second. Yeah.
Leave it open and the cows stick their head in there. And then you quick slop them in. Slam them in. I'd do it quick because sometimes if you ran out of grain, they'd always come in there in a hurry because they thought there was a pile of grain in the manger. And if you ran out of grain, they didn't know it for a while. So you left it open and they'd come running in, but as soon as they saw there was no grain, they'd immediately back out. So you had to be right there to slam them in. You'd have to chase them down the aisle.
Did you guys put certain cows in certain stalls every time or not?
Yeah, they'd go right to their old spot.
What's some of the names or don't you
We
remember?
never named our cows,
No.
although I think your mom and them back when they were here, they had names for the cows, but we never did. But yeah, they'd head right for their spot. And if one of them got in the wrong spot, then the other cow wouldn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Get all confused. Bobolink.
Bobbling?
Hear 'em?
Yeah, I can hear him. Oh yeah, it kind of flutters.
Yeah, they like the hay fields,
Mm.
and they're black and they got a yellow cap on their head, and they'll kind of flutter over the hay as they sing.
Hmm.
And
Want to go in the back here?
what's that?
Go back here or anything? No, they washed out some of this dirt.
Yeah, this used to be all built up, so
Mm-hmm.
when you bring a load of hay in the barn, quite often, we drive the tractor right out down the steep hill.
I remember that hill being here.
It was a little steep though. It was
Mhm.
touch and go whether you could get your tractor turned.
Oh, before
Yeah.
you got down?
Yeah, you had to ride the brakes. Otherwise, you'd be going and right out into the.
What's out here? Probably get bird infested, but oh well. Oh, it's an old rake.
Yeah, it's an old hay rake. There again, you can see they're designed for pulling by horse.
Mm-hmm.
They got a seat on them.
Huh. Come on here.
Well, I think the seat on this one is falling off.
Mm-hmm.
They usually have a seat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here's the place for your foot. Put your feet on in up here.
Let's see. Okay.
The old metal wheels.
Mm-hmm. Some of your older brothers will probably maybe remember some of this, huh?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we used to use this.
Did ya?
Yeah. Yeah, we did. But later on, we had to shift them in gear.
Mm.
I always remember about these. The chain always jumped off.
Mm. I think, yeah, I heard about that.
You'd be going along thinking you're throwing it all over the place, and it's just dumping off the back end right in piles.
That's one of the trees. Apple trees that were back here.
Yeah, that one's been there a long time.
Any more? Oh, there's a couple there, huh?
Yeah, they trimmed them up pretty much.
Huh. Did you guys ever slide down this hill over here?
Yeah, that was a good hill. That was pretty nice. It was some good rides on there if it snows, right?
I did one time.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Let's go over by the grain. I'll just scan.
Wasn't
Maybe.
the best land in the world. This was the
No.
best farming here. Then down behind Larry's and Gerald's, it was pretty sandy.
Yeah.
Never did real well.
Hmm. Okay, no check.
Yeah, there's a gate there, and then the lane went down to
Mm-hmm.
pasture.
Yeah, I remember the lane.
Barnyard.
This is a barnyard. Where you kept the cows outside when you wanted to?
Yeah, we'd lock them out here and for the night. Take them down in the morning.
Didn't have much indoor shelter, huh?
Well, that's just how they did it back then.
Yeah.
Kept them outside at night during the summer.
What about winter?
Winter, they stayed in all the time.
There's an old grain drill here.
About probably December until probably April almost, they'd be in the barn. This is something my dad bought and never used. It was an old fertilizer spreader or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think he bought it to spread some lime on the fields here.
Mm.
And to my knowledge, he never used it.
Hmm. Hmm. I remember when that thing was good and shiny.
What's that?
That fertilizer thing.
Oh yeah, it's been right about that spot for years.
Well, you want to look in here or no? I don't know if I've ever even been in here.
This is where we put the grain, oats and... Put oats and wheat in here.
The chute here you used.
And I think the neighbor brought that.
Old corn planter.
Yeah. We used to have oats and corn. is full of mice and rats.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm afraid of right now. What'd you put on top?
Nothing.
No, just
No, just-
storage.
Yeah, just storage.
Maybe grain or something. Old
Or,
shovel.
no, just old stuff that was thrown up there and never used.
Well, let's head back here. Whatever happened to the antlers up there?
I think they finally just fell
Fell
off.
off, huh?
Old age, yeah. They were falling apart piece by piece.
There more trees here. Remember all the berries used to be here?
Yeah, this is all from here on out.
Grandpa used to give us
Oh,
a lot of berries.
Yeah, there for a few years he had a ton of berries.
Well, let's see what's in here.
This is the old chicken coop. This is the old chicken coop.
Oh, really? How many chickens are in here?
Oh boy, I don't know.
50?
Probably. We didn't have them all that long. Probably before I was around much.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was really old, the chickens were gone. We used it. We had calves in here and pigs in here, time to time.
Old thrashing belt.
Yeah, that's probably. I don't know if that's ours or not, but that was probably one for off the John Deere for the buzz saw.
Oh, okay.
I bet. Looks like it anyway.
Did you guys have buzzsaw?
Yeah, on the front of the old John Deere. Old hay hook. I don't remember that one. We had better ones than that, but that's what that is. Horse collar. Something we never used when I was young.
That? Oh. Mm-hmm. Well, what was the hay up here for insulation?
Yeah, insulation, old wheat chaff.
And the chickens would sit on here?
I don't know what that's for. We had roosts. I can remember chicken, there were nesting boxes along the wall there.
Mm-hmm.
Big row of them. And then the roosts, I think, were back in here.
I'm surprised how good these buildings are, actually. They just
Yeah, nothing's been
had
done for
no upkeep, and they're still handling
still
it.
standing. They're gotta be. There's the old. Well, these are those doors there. I think are the doors we made for the pigs when we had them in here.
Oh, in here too, huh?
Yeah. And we kept calves in here one winter. Had to haul all the water out to them by sled.
I wonder if this is part of the rope. There's another belt.
Oh yeah. So, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised it's part of the old buzzsaw.
My dad, Dad or Sam, there's another corn planter.
Yeah, look at that. That's a collector's item.
Well, somebody's gonna want that.
These windows here, I think, are windows. And this stuff here, this what do I call it? Drywall.
Mm-hmm.
That came from some houses, some apartments that we tore down in Saginaw when I was a little kid. And we brought up all these windows and drywall.
These windows here.
Yeah, and doors and things.
Huh.
Why, I don't know, because I don't know if we ever used any of it. You know,
Well.
we used some of them for plug up holes and stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
some kind of a sheet, I don't know what they call it, rock sheet or grate or whatever. That was some of it too.
What, Bruce, what was it? Who shoveled? Grain shovel?
Yeah, that would be.
You guys use that?
Probably was. Looked like we repaired it there once.
Mm-hmm.
It wore right out through the. Probably use this for silage.
Big shovel. That'd wear you out.
And it just wore right out and eventually broke through.
What was it? Another thing I'm gonna ask you here. I don't see it now. Some of these old chairs somebody might remember.
Dud Straw used to spend many an hour down there. It used to be a pit. You had to crawl down in there. He came down here a lot of times to try to to get our well pump primed to get it going again. It just up quit. Spent a lot of time down in that old well.
There's some rhubarb too. I remember I plowed this garden a couple times for him. Probably a lot of grandkids did that at the end. A few raspberry bushes.
Yeah, we got a few raspberry bushes.
Huh. Corn stalks, yep. Wonder who did that for him. There's a corn stalk. There we go. This is a garden. The old apple tree there, Bruce, from before. If I can find it here.
Oh no, this pear tree's been here.
That's a pear tree.
Right there by the lilacs, yeah, that's old.
Right.
That cottonwood there is, they usually don't live very long, but that's been here probably for
Long time.
60 years or better.
Yep. Big house. It's not working very good. I'm too close. Is it getting late?
Oh, what time are we supposed to go down to church?
6. Or I think the thing opens at 6. There's gotta get one of this pear tree. Let me get out and take a couple shots. Yeah.
Don't risk not having anything to eat.
Louis, you missed the good session this afternoon.
Yeah.
You want some hot water?
Oh, we just had one of those. session.
Enough cups?
Larry.
You need a cup?
Hey.
What are you gonna do, deny it, Louis?
Later.
Bruce is the one that denies things that I remember. I say, Larry, remember this? No, I don't remember that. Was I dreaming these things?
Yep.
The guys are really wound up this afternoon on the old growing up days on Surrey Road.
They thought this was just a
Yeah,
common little house on the hill.
I even got around one time and wrote a couple poems, and one of them I wrote was about Dave. When they were living there.
Yeah.
The what? Please? Please.
Is that when he went down and got the cows?
Glad to see where I'm pointing.
Who's to Death on Columbia Records.
Harmony?
Harmony.